Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This has been a long time coming. I've been trying to post, but because of fear, I've been pushing it back and back. But it's 2017, time to step out of your comfort zone. I myself am, so I encourage you to. And I feel like when it comes to nursing, a lot of people are scared because it's been made out to be this big monster, and yes it is, but the amazing thing about it is that if you really want it, if you want to be a nurse, you've had your heart set on being a nurse, you do the due diligence and it will pay off and you will get to be a nurse. Like, it's possible, it's achievable. There's millions, hundreds, I don't know, there's a lot of nurses out there in the world. If they can do it, you can do it as well. With that being said, we'll be discussing just some tips that I feel like very helpful, which I wish I knew when I was entering into nursing school. I entered into nursing school very blind-hearted, which was good though. It worked out, it benefited. But we're just gonna get right into it. So the first tip that I have for you is to really do some heart to heart, some digging, and figure out what is your motivation. Why nursing? Why did you pick this career? A lot of people pick it for the money. The money is good, it's cool, you make a lot of money, I'm not gonna lie. But for 12 hours, are you gonna be miserable for 12 hours? Or is it gonna be a good time? Are you gonna struggle? Like, you have to just weigh the good and the bad, because money isn't everything. Some people pick it to help people, which is like me. And to me, I feel like I can stand the 12 hours, doing things for others and helping others and putting my needs on the back burner, because that's the type of person I am. I love helping people, so I have no problem with that. And other people do it for, because their parents are making them, Nigerian parents, they mean well, but my daughter must be a lawyer, engineer, bam, bam, make money, But at the end of the day, like, pick a career for you, because you're the one living your life. If you pick a career for your parents and you find out that you hate it and you're miserable, you can't go back and turn the clock and be like, oh, I just wasted like 4 years trying to be a doctor, I hate it. No. So at the end of the day, do it for you. Be your own motivation. Find whatever it is that moves you. Keep it in your back pocket, because nursing school gets tough. Being a nurse is hard. It's challenging, but it's doable. But you need that motivation in your back pocket so that you can just whip it out and be like, you know what, I'm not going to give up, because I believe in myself, because I'm doing this for my kids, I'm doing this for my mom, you're doing it for whatever reason keeps you going, okay? So the second tip I have is to do your research. I cannot stress that enough. You need to do your research when it comes to looking at schools. So the first thing I suggest is look at the school's NCLEX rate. And what is the NCLEX? The NCLEX is the Nursing Council Licensure Examination. So basically that's what says, hey, that dude, that female, they're totally safe, they can be a nurse. Now, it does not say, hey, that is the best nurse, that person is smart, on point clinically, because there's a huge difference. You can be textbook smart, but when you get into a clinical situation, right there, hands-on, you panic, you become flustered, you can't recall memory. So just because you pass the NCLEX and you pass the 75 questions, slow your roll, boo-boo. That does not make you any better than someone who sat for 265, the whole shebang. It does not make you any smarter. At the end of the day, you guys both got your license, so, kudos to both of y'all. After looking at the school's NCLEX rate, you want to look, is the NCLEX rate high, like a 90%, or is it in the 20s, which is really, really low? Don't go to school with a 20%, because you're going to have to pay the toll. You want to look at scholarship, the prices, because nursing school is expensive. But I know that there are grants out there, there's scholarships, and sometimes nursing programs give their own scholarship. And sometimes you're just going to have to look outside at organizations and whatnot for that. Aside from looking at scholarships, you want to look at where the clinical rotations are held at. A lot of times you get hired based on where your school rotated through. You want to look at the length, because sometimes different programs offer different length. You can do the regular pace, which I believe is 2 years. You can do fast track, which is a year and some change. But whatever it is, make sure it's at the speed that you can learn. A lot of people want to get in and get out. If a 2-year program is difficult and it's hard, how much more is 1 year? They try to condense and put a lot of things in 1 year, and that, my friend, is very tough. So you just want to make sure that it's going to go at a speed that will work for you, okay? And when you're looking, there's a lot of ways that you can attain your BSN. You can do what I did, which is traditional, going to a 2-year, then from a 2-year, you do 2 years of prereqs and then go into that university's nursing program. Or you can go ahead and go to community college, which that is perfectly fine. I should have done that. You save a lot of money, and then transfer into a nursing program, which is still about roughly 4 years. Or you can get your associates in nursing and then go past your NCLEX and go back to get your BSN, which is, it's cool. That's another route you can do. It just depends on how much time you want to attain your license and finish school and all that stuff. And another thing is you want to look at prereqs. Different schools require different things. Some schools require an entrance HESI. That's what I had to take. Other schools have different requirements. So you want to make sure you look at that. You want to make sure you're up to date with your sciences, because you do not want to apply and have them hold your acceptance because you didn't take a course or you didn't take a specific type, because sometimes they're really nitpicky. So I want to make sure that you do your research and you're ready to go. So the third tip I have is to shoot your shot. I'm talking about just keep shooting, even though you break it, just throw it in there, you know, all your shots. Once you've made sure you fulfilled all the requirements, just apply. Even schools that you don't feel like you will get in, just apply, because you never know. Now most times the schools requires for you to have a 3.0 as a GPA in totality. If you're above that, you're good to go. And then they look at your sciences, how high your sciences are. If it's above a 3.0, then most likely you will get in. If you're still struggling, I encourage you retake the classes, because you low-key only be benefiting yourself. You know, you get stronger in your basic anatomy and physiology, and it will help you in the long run. So don't be stressing over how long it takes you to complete it. Don't stress, because you see other people like burning through and finishing nursing school. A lot of times we're looking at other people's races and forgetting that we're on our own journey. Take your time. This is your learning experience. Don't rush it for the world, because you don't want to go out there, you know, rush through your schooling. You get there and then you lose your license for some simple mistake. So take your time. When you're applying, you want to look at what are you bringing to the table. You know, what attributes puts you ahead of the other applicants? Do you volunteer? Are you working with a different organization? A lot of times they want to see that you're a well-rounded, well-versed person. So for me, I put that out as a collegiate athlete, that I volunteered, I worked with kids, you know, and they really like that part, you know, and I guess they like me because they accepted me, you know, and got through. And for me, and I feel like for a lot of people, you always have to check up on your application. Like, don't sleep on it, because a lot of times if you don't turn in a particular paper or something, they're just going to be like, oh, that person really doesn't want it, scoop, and just go on to the next person. So you want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence and that you are checking up. You're calling to make sure, hi, just calling to see when, how's my application going, so that in case you miss something, you have enough time to just work on it and to get it turned in, and you can get accepted. That's really it. Because a lot of times, if you do leave it, no one's gonna call back. They're not gonna call back and be like, hey girl, you're missing paper A through Z, get it in. Okay, no, they're just gonna be like, well, she missed it, moving on. Next, the waiting game. So while you're waiting, enjoy my friend. Hey, go and have fun while you are waiting to get your acceptance letter, or you got accepted, you're waiting to nursing school. Enjoy, sleep, my friend. Please get some Z's, because once nursing school starts, from the jump, day one, you're gonna be running. That's it. Like, what is stopping? They don't stop in nursing school. You're on the go from the jump. So I encourage you to rest up, you know, relax, because the next 2-3 years are going to be the best 2 years of your life. You gonna work, boo-boo, you gonna work. So just make sure you just enjoy yourself while you are waiting. And the last tip I have for you is to know yourself. I feel that is highly important. Know your struggle. What are you going into nursing school with? Do you have kids? Do you have a second job? What is your scenario? And from there, work with it. Because a lot of times in nursing school, I would get upset at myself because, oh, my friend over there is busting out A's, no problem. Me, I'm in the library, I'm putting in work, but I'm still not getting the same results. I had to go and look at myself. What am I doing? At the time, I was working. I was a student athlete, and I was in nursing school. I don't know what I was on, but that was my circumstance. But I had to figure out what worked best for me. So the first semester was a little bit tough, but as I learned to tweak my schedule, get a little bit of sleep here, change when I studied and how I studied, I was able to enjoy life. I was able to enjoy being in nursing school for a little bit, cry a little bit, then work harder. You know, it was more doable than just stressing all the time and not getting the results I want. So just make sure that you know what else your load is going to be, so that way when you get into nursing school, it's not a shocker. It's not a, you know, a table turner. You're not like, what, Mr. Krabs, looking all lost. Like, no, you have a game plan. And I feel one of the most important things to do in nursing school is to be organized. Get you a planner, whether it's, you know, one of those old school pen and paper or it's on your phone, whatever you need, just get a planner. Be organized in what you're doing, so that way you don't miss an assignment, you don't miss a clinical, you don't go to the wrong clinical site. I did that. Worst 45 minutes of my life. I was tripping, but it all worked out. But you just want to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. With that being said, this is the end of my video. Thank you for staying. If you stay till the end, shout out to you. You're the real MVP. Stay tuned. More videos coming. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me if you liked it. If the glare in my glasses would tripping you out. Like, you know, be real with me. I'm either going to comment or just, no, I'm a comment. I'm going to be a good sport. I'm a comment. But thank you for watching, and come back next week. There's going to be a fresh new video.